So let me tell you, chat. We just beat Chapter 5. Chiaki died. No tears were shed because of you guys. It's all your fault that I didn't like Chiaki. I'm gonna say it. It's your guys' fault. And then we were talking to somebody on a boat. Nagito was insane. And Chapter 0. Yeah, we beat Chapter 0. We beat Chapter 0 because, there's a mystery person. A little freak. This is where you left off? Is this okay? Chapter 0 and 6. And... I guess let's begin. Hajime. Now what? Am I gonna be able to be the main character? Huh? What is this? Oh, the door. I saw this when I first entered the classroom. It's a door. There's a door. Am I a robot? Huh? Door? Why is a door here? Where am I? How did I get here? Where am I supposed to go? I'm gonna open the door and it's the class again. This is how the game started. Wait. This is how the game started, sort of. Huh? Is this... But everyone's gone. A classroom. But even so, it's a very strange classroom. Why am I in a place like this? I don't believe in school. I went inside the ancient ruin with everyone else. And I arrived at a place that looked like a trial ground, but then... Why? Dude, imagine I fucking look down and I'm all of a sudden Makoto. Uh-huh, it's not concerning. I don't know why I'm here. Those are two very contradictory statements. I don't know why I'm here. It's not very concerning. It's like there's no connection between how I left the trial ground and how I ended up here. It's just like before. When we were all gathered in that classroom, just before we arrived at Jabberwock Island. You see, the sign at the left says a violin because there's a violin playing in the background sometimes. But where is this place? Is it somewhere on Jabberwock Island? That's fucking PTSD. Hajime should be having PTSD right now.
Ahem, ahem. Testing, testing. Mic check 1, 2. This is a test of the school broadcast system. Am I on? Can everyone hear me? Okay, well then. Welcome to Hope Speak Academy, you guys. At this point, I shall explain the graduation exam to you all.
Oh, we're graduating. We're gonna take a graduation exam. We already graduated, you.
So please assemble at the gymnasium immediately.
Oh, please let me walk around in 3D, huh? Did he say what I think he just said? Yes, he definitely said, welcome to Hope's Peak Academy. But why would this place be Hope's Peak Academy? And not just that, what is the graduation exam? Isn't the killing over already? Oh, wait a second. Let me walk around. Let me walk around. Give me the nostalgia. Oh my, it's all over. It's all coming back to me. Even the hallway doesn't feel like a school at all. What a creepy place. At least it doesn't look like a normal school at all. It's definitely a lie. There's no way this place is Hope's Peak Academy. Is this creepy place Hope's Peak Academy that I've admired for so long? It's probably a building that Monokuma made to startle us, just like at the funhouse. That's right, that's definitely it. Monokuma said to come to the gymnasium, right? Then I'll go, and I'll definitely clear things up. Oh my god, we're back to the classic fucking... Oh, how this brings back my memories. What is this Illuminati? Is that Farah from Overwatch? Is that her eye? Oh, the store! My mono coins! Oh, the mono coins. This was the entrance. That was the exit. The nurse's office. Oh. Oh, no. Oh, that's the gym. Oh, let me go up. Oh, let me go up. I loaded up the first game. I actually loaded up the first game. The gymnasium is here, right? Alright, I'm going inside. Dude, what coincidence that I accidentally loaded up the first game when I started, and now we're here. Something might be waiting, but I'm not going to cower away anymore. And so, I braced myself and cautiously opened the door. Oh, Chapter 6. This is the end. Goodbye, Academy of Despair. Oh, that was a little neat. I wasn't prepared for what was waiting for me on the other side of that door. Junko's body is still there, or Mukuro's body is still there. It was a normal gymnasium. Still, nobody had cleaned up the floor. The basketballs are still here.
Damn right.
Yo, Hajime.
Yo.
You heard the announcement. Came here too? You guys did too, right?
What's going on?
Hey, what did you make of all this? Monokuma said this place was Hope's Peak Academy or something. That cannot be possible.
Well,
You're
yeah.
right. Anyway, look at it. It's impossible. Hello! How does it feel to return to the long-awaited Hope's Peak Academy?
You.
Hey, where are we? Where'd you lock us up this time? What a shock! I just told you guys this is Hope's Peak Academy.
Of course not.
There's no way in hell that that's true.
No.
Oh, but it is. I mean, this is definitely Hope's Peak Academy. Yo, a username is required. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Well, what's left of it anyway? What's left of it? Didn't I tell you before? Unfortunately, Hope's Peak Academy fell to ruin. You were serious about that? I don't believe it. But of course it fell to ruin. I mean, they were doing things that they deserve to be ruined for. What do you mean?
I don't like this.
Anyway, I'm pretty disappointed. I went to all this trouble to bring you to Hope's Peak Academy, and you don't feel surprised or nostalgic.
Fine.
Oh, well, it's not like I did this for you guys. Even if you don't feel nostalgic, I'm sure someone is feeling nostalgic right now. Me. Someone? Why isn't my A button working?
Don't fuck with me.
Enough with this bullshit. Just spit it out already. Where'd you take us, you bastard? Though I am not certain of my memories, I believe we entered the ancient ruin and...
In other words,
It means I made this Hope's Peak Academy between the door to the ruin and the inside of the ruin. I made this Hope's Peak Academy. Between. What? What does that mean, between? What do you mean?
Hey.
What do you mean, made?
what's this?
Oh my, are your minds getting the grumblies that only knowledge can satisfy? Good, very good. It's fine to hurry along to the graduation exam, but it's in my nature to provide a little entertainment. Entertainment? You're planning to make us do something, aren't you?
No way.
It's nothing to be so cautious about. It's not like you'll be making life exchanges or anything like that. It's just a simple graduation exam. Then what is this graduation exam? Yo, you better give me some easy trivia. Well, as the headmaster, I'm conflicted, you know? Actually, let me get up to the 5th floor, alright? Or the 4th floor. I know you're in there, whoever's controlling you. On one hand, I'm really happy that you're finally going to graduate.
Sure about this?
But on the other hand, I'm worried about whether you guys will be okay in the outside world. That's why I'm thinking about telling you what the outside world is like before you make a decision. Whether you want to leave Jabberwock Island or stay here. Huh? We're obviously gonna get out. There's no way we'd stay here.
That's right.
This is annoying. Just hurry up and let us choose. Let us choose right now.
No.
You can't do that. The main cast hasn't arrived. Main cast? Wait.
Hey,
Meaning you guys are just extras until the guests of honor arrives. So enough complaining already. Hurry up and start researching the outside world. What do you mean? I have dispersed all the teaching materials you need for your research throughout Hope's Peak Academy. Well, I don't think this needs to be said, but all the information is accurate and contains no lies whatsoever. Otherwise, the main cast is gonna hate me. So please rest assured and strive to do your best during your field trip. And as usual, after leaving us with those cryptic words, Monokuma disappeared. Even if the setting had changed, even if the killing was finished, he was still the same as usual. What's going on? Outside world? Main cast? Somehow I have a bad feeling about this.
Hey.
Yo, what if Aoi comes back and her and Akane become best friends? Like, he keeps insisting that this place is Hope's Peak Academy. But that's impossible, right?
What are you saying?
How do we make it back to Hope's Peak from the tropical island in the first place? It's impossible.
It cannot be.
There is no place for Hope's Peak Academy to exist on Jabberwock Island, except for in the ancient ruin that looks exactly like Hope's Peak. I said I wanted to go back, but I don't want to go back to a creepy place like this. What does this mean? So many things I don't understand have happened on this island. This building is really Hope's Peak Academy? Yeah, I mean, it looks just like the ruin. Just in vines and shit. This is Hope's Peak Academy I've been admiring for so long. What in the world is going on? Damn it, why is this happening? Why? I was able to attend Hope's Peak Academy. I finally thought I'd become confident in myself, despite my lack of a skill, aside from being the ultimate snowboarder. Even so, I wanted to become a Hope. If that's what you're thinking, just stop it. Listen carefully. The only humans worthy of becoming Hope possess amazing talents and a strong will. And the moment you're born into this world, you either have that or you don't. It has nothing to do with effort. You must be chosen by Hope to become Hope. That's why it's not even worth admiring. Or were you so blinded by your admiration for Hope's Peak Academy that you couldn't even see that? You're just some nobody from the reserve course who never had a talent to begin with. A nobody who forgot he was a nobody. That's all. If I really am a nobody, then you should have just left me alone. Why do I have to go through something like this? Why am I still thinking of Nagito? He's dead. Stop letting him get under my skin. Hajime, did something happen? Huh?
Hey, bastard.
Now's not the time to zone out. Sorry, it's nothing. I don't really get it, but is that all?
I'm gonna do it!
As long as I don't beat the crap out of Monokuma, nothing's gonna be solved. Is that what it means?
Hey.
Just what the heck is Monokuma anyway? He's not part of the Future Foundation, right? If you say that, then what is the Future Foundation? Even though Chiaki and Monami are gone, our situation hasn't changed one bit, which means actually Fuyuhiko can be the main character of this game. Theoretically, he should have been all along. The Future Foundation wasn't our enemy. That's the only thing I can think of. Maybe we shouldn't have killed Monami and Chiaki.
You serious?
So they're not World Ender? It's just occurred to me now. They really were tricked by Monokuma? However, the Future Foundation is responsible for trapping us on this island, right? Regarding that matter, I believe Monami never once denied that.
Damn it.
Even if there are allies, they might not just be allies. Maybe Monokuma's telling us to investigate that information on our own. Actually, we need to go to the library. Where's Byakuya when we need him? Chiaki said she could not betray the Future Foundation because it was against her programming. But if she were still alive, she would definitely have helped us. Probably, but now she's dead, so it's irrelevant. No, even her just being with us would have been a big help because she has much more impact than I do. So what should we do?
Damn it.
Also, Soda should have probably died. He's been useless. Well, that's obvious. If we're gonna get out of here safely, we have to do that graduation exam, right?
So annoying.
Graduation exam, huh? I'm not really good at taking exams. Well, I guess it's better than people dying.
Jeez.
Monokuma said something about a field trip, right? I wonder when we'll be able to go on that. Hopefully we get to go to some tropical island. Is he telling us to investigate like we have been?
All right.
All right, I'm gonna do it.
Prepare yourself.
Prepare yourself.
Like,
Yeah, we might be able to learn something about Hope's Peak Academy, about ourselves. I don't care if we don't know anymore. If we can just go back to our normal lives, I'm fine. Hey, we can go back home when this is over, right? We can finally get off this damned island, right? If that's the case, let's all leave this island alive by any means.
Of course.
Hell yes. Hell yeah. He's right. Now's not the time to bemoan how unlucky I am. It's almost like I'm the most ultimate unlucky student ever. Where this place really is, what happened to Hope's Peak Academy? It's just, it's like Hajime just can't, like, let go of the fact that he's, like, trying to become an ultimate. I'm really unlucky, guys, don't you think? Almost like I'm some sort of ultimate unlucky student. Huh? None of that matters. What's important is, I need to leave this island with the others. Okay, I think that means I'm not getting off this island. We sacrificed so many lives in order to survive, just so we could do that. There's no way we can stop now. But Monokuma should already know that's what we're thinking. So why did he say that? We have decided on our own whether or not we want to leave Jabberwock Island. We should already know that we'd never choose to stay on this island.
Hey, hey!
So what are we gonna do? Can we start already? Listen, the island wasn't that bad. The killing game was kind of terrible. The island has like all of our necessities, the supermarket, it's got a hospital, it's got a farm, it's got everything we need. The only bad part about it was Monokuma forcing us to kill each other. That's really the only bad thing. As long as that doesn't happen, I'd gladly stay on the island. Maybe I have a little PTSD about killing all my friends there, and maybe that would really trigger me. But, hey, you know. So what are we gonna do now? Can we start already? But what are we even looking for? Do we just have to investigate this weird-ass building? Was this the original music, or did this play during the second game? Are they playing the fucking first game's soundtrack? But what are we even looking for? Do we just have to investigate this weird-ass building?
Even so.
This was in this game, I think. Even so, I don't think we'll find the answers to all our questions inside this damn building. Well, I'll just go on ahead for now.
Whoa!
Oh, you're already going?
Jeez.
What is this idiot running around ahead without being cautious?
Man.
She obviously isn't thinking about anything.
However,
It will be fine. There will no longer be any situations where we must exchange each other's lives.
all right!
So we should do our best as well. Like they say, it is not scary if everyone stops at a green light. If we stopped at a green light, we'd never reach our goal.
Jeez.
If everyone stops at a green light, that's a fucking red light. Akane already took off on her own. It might be faster if we split up and look around too.
Huh.
Like Sonia said, if there's no more killing, we don't have to worry about anyone betraying us anymore. So let's all let our guard down. So Soda can kill one of us. Then let's get this over with and go home. I'll go on ahead. I'll see you guys later. With those brief words, Fuyuhiko left the gymnasium.
Excuse me.
I shall do my best to obtain a wonderful clue that will be useful for everyone. Now then, please excuse me. Sonia took a deep bow, then left the gymnasium.
Oh my.
Miss Sonia?
Miss Sonia.
Please don't leave me. I'll be in danger if I'm left alone. Kazuichi chased after Sonia, who had just departed and left the gymnasium. I should hurry and start too. Just a bit more. Just a bit more and it's going to end. I can escape this nightmare and return to my usual peaceful everyday life. The only thing we could do is hope to advance forward to that hope. Even though I don't understand. And that's a lot of hope. That a lot of horrifying things keep happening. For the sake of everyone who couldn't make it this far, I'm definitely going to go home. And relax on my couch, as they all would have wanted. Hey! There's still Monokumas here!
I knew you could do it.
I'm in a simulation. Why am I in a simulation? What the fuck? How many Monokumas am I missing? 5? Why are there more? Huh? It's weird. This hallway I walked through to go to the gymnasium, but it looks like the 5th floor. Yeah, 5A. It's clearly different. Is this Monokuma's doing too? Is he trying to confuse us again? I don't know how he's doing it, but he keeps doing it over and over again. He's so persistent. Yo, Dr. Fan, thank you for the follow. But I'm not gonna fall for his trap. There's no way this will make me back down. Am I on the 5th floor? Is this where like the... Wait, how do I open my map? Oh, it is where the judo and the fucking plant life was. This hallway, it's really strange feeling to it, no? As if an invisible wall has been erected to limit our movement.
I am concerned.
Is it just me? An invisible wall, you say? Oh, do I want to go check the morgue? Or the plant life? Wait. Oh, this was the plant life. I can't check the Monokuma plant. Yo, let's check out the dojo. What's in the dojo? Oh, it's exactly how I left it. Yo, what's on the floor? Is this a dojo? It's full of strange things that make me think that there's no way we're inside a school. Perhaps it's a mistake to expect the inside of this building to make sense. Yo, what is this? A book. What is that? A History of Hope Speak Academy. Is this a manga? The title is... Oh, Manga for Morons. A History of Hope Speak Academy by Monokuma. Yo, pick that shit up. Why is a manga with such a suspicious-looking title laying out on the floor like this? Let's start with the history. First class.
Hey,
Reading manga is the third best way to learn about history. Then what's the first, you ask? That depends on the person. Okay, so just as I thought, Monokuma made this, so it totally explains the suspicious look. Isn't that the princess that, Isn't that the princess Hifumi was, like, cooming over? I really want to ignore it, but there's no way I can do that. Fine, I'll look at it. I'll look at anything that might be a clue in getting out of here, no matter what it is. Oh, look at this. I picked up the manga off the floor and started flipping through the pages. Oh, it's backwards, but like, it looks weird. It's an introduction to Hope Speak Academy's history, as narrated by the cutesy character on the cover. The story begins with an introduction to Hope Speak Academy. Hope Speak Academy is a government-funded school of privilege where only the most talented high school students can hope to attend. Whoops. Can hope to attend. Built to raise hope in the nation's future, many of its alumni are key leaders in various industries. I've gotten this sale pitch before. New students are chosen through a scouting process, but the one who scouts them are Hope Speak Academy's teachers, who serve both as educators and researchers of talent. Hope Speak Academy isn't just a school for talent, it is also a school for researching talent as well. However, for the past few years, Hope Speak Academy has been suffering from a decline in funding. If this persists, the Academy believes they will not be able to make progress with their research of talent. So they decided to implement a new system, the Reserve Department, where rich scum can pay us millions of dollars to gain nothing. Unlike the main department who scouts for students, the Reserve Department utilizes a general entrance exam, money. Normal faculty was hired and placed in charge of looking after the Reserve Department. The expenses and exam fees for the Reserve Department are quite high compared to most high schools. Nevertheless, but with the same normal education, Hope Speak Academy received an endless stream of applicants. Hope Speak Academy was now available to talentless commoners, the wealth, the lowly, lower middle class, people who only cared about the brand. With this, Hope Speak Academy managed to amass sizable funds and began further research of talent. To create Hope Speak Academy's earnest wish, a true genius would become mankind's hope. The ultimate genius, that's me! You can tell by how dumb I am. But just when they thought everything was going well, an unprecedented incident occurred. The incident that triggered the tragedy. That triggered the happy havoc of tragedy. The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. That's right. It was the tragedy of Hope Speak Academy. Hope Speak Academy was crippled by this incident and was forced to shut down without accomplishing anything. The end. That wasn't a very good bedtime story. Huh? The ending was so sudden, like a manga that suddenly canceled in the middle of its run. Plus these phrases mentioned at the end of this manga. The tragedy of Hope Speak Academy. These names are so melodramatic. There's no way these incidents really happen. It's probably all just fake. This manga only mentions the name, so I don't really know the details, but no, it'd just be a waste of time to wonder about things that don't make sense. More importantly, I learned something because of this manga. The Reserve Department. That department was only built to collect money? I was one of those Reserve Corps students, right?
but hold on.
So what, you telling me I was scammed? Impossible. I'm a genius. That's weird. Oh, you're here again. The thing that's weird is you, of course. Huh?
Hey,
Why did you forget that you were part of the Reserve Department? The Future Foundation only took away your school life memories, right? But you should have known even before you entered that you had no talent, right? So I think it's weird that you actually forgot something like that too. What do you want me to say?
by the way,
Based on my, so I'm an idiot. Yeah, God, I'm an idiot. I forgot. I lost my school life, but I forgot that I was useless outside of it as well. Based on my assumption, the Future Foundation must have wanted to hide the fact that you were one of those Reserve Corps students.
I got it.
Or you willingly sealed those memories away yourself. Huh? You wanted to be confident in yourself, so you wanted to forget everything that embarrassed you. You know, when humans experience trauma, sometimes they erase their memory of what happened. It happens pretty often. Not that I'd know anything about that, though. Are you saying it's my fault I forgot? That's not it.
Come on.
When things get inconvenient, you'll always get angry and try to brush it off. Well, that's expected of a reserve corps student. Okay. Damn it, what the heck? My reserve department has been added to my truth bullets. Oh, brilliant. Yo, what about Chiaki's locker? Can I open this? Bunch of wooden lockers here. Each of them has traditional, just for show. Nothing particular. Looks like a clue. Any of these a clue? Seems pretty far away. If the production team had more time there, could have been a mini game here. What am I saying? Okay. I see no Monokumas, so thus I leave. The dojo is in the dojo. Where else can I go, huh? The classroom and the science lab. Kazuichi, why are you here? What happened to
What's going
Sonia?
on?
This hallway, it's kind of creepy. I can't go to places that I should be able to go. It's like some rule is being enforced for no reason. It's like there's an invisible wall or something. It's like we're in some sort of program and simulation where they've firewalled off the areas they don't want us to access. If only we had a virus. If only there was some sort of alter ego here that could help us break through the code. I can't go here yet. Can't go in there. Okay, I guess we'll go into the classrooms. I can't go into the classroom either. I can go into this classroom. Wasn't this my classroom? I was just in this classroom. I exited this classroom. Didn't I? Yeah, it was the one that said a violin. What is this? A book? Holy fuck, look at this chat on it. It's another manga. It's laying on top of a desk. This one is Manga for Morons, The Tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy, huh? Look at this fucking man's jawline. Wasn't the tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy mentioned in the other manga too? It's why Hope's Peak Academy went bankrupt, and it was the trigger for the biggest, most tragic, most awful event in human history. The trigger. If I read this manga, are they saying trigger in direct reference to Trigger Happy Havoc? If I read this manga, will I be able to learn more about that incident? Look at this man. His fucking chiseled face. Holy fuck. I took the manga from the desk and started flipping through the pages to see what I could learn about the event known as the tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy. The story made heavy use of outdated stylized drawings depicting characters solving mysteries. What's written here is, as the name suggests, the tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy occurred at Hope's Peak Academy, on the grounds of Hope's Peak Academy, on Hope's Peak Academy Lane, on the country of Hope's Peak Academy. The key player in that event was a student named Izuru Kamukura. I don't know who that is. Izuru was a genius known as the symbol of hope. Hope's Peak Academy used all their resources to develop him. Supposedly, Izuru was a genius amongst other geniuses and possessed various talents, wielding superior talent for the hope of mankind. The Academy referred to Izuru as I feel like Izuru must have been the person Nagito was talking to as the ultimate hope. To protect such rare talent, the Academy completely concealed all evidence of Izuru's origins and identity. Because of that, most of the students at the Academy were completely unaware of Izuru's existence. But Izuru, who was known as the symbol of hope, was responsible for a horrible incident. 13 students of Hope's Peak Academy Student Council, among the 13 students of Hope's Peak Academy Student Council, among the Academy's best and brightest, were brutally murdered by Izuru. However, the incident did not end there. The Academy tried to protect Izuru's superior talent and concealed the identity, as though it never happened. Why did he murder them? We thought he went insane, but we let him get away with it. However, a certain student began working in secret to use that incident to their advantage. That student uncovered what the Academy did, and by making that knowledge public, it stoked the fires of the Reserve Corps students who had long been dissatisfied with how they'd been treated, because we've been treating them like dirt. And the uprising began! and that heralded Hope Peaks Academy destruction. This is the entirety of the tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy. Eventually, that incident would lead to that horrifying, devastating incident. The incident that would be known as the biggest Oh, great! The reserve department did this. I did this. Hajime did this. I'm glad Hajime was upset how he was being treated. Works cited Danganronpa 0. What the fuck? With a heavy sigh, I closed the manga. Well, good to see Hajime is, the villain. Hajime has definitely risen up as the villain. Hey, listen, you either die a hero or you live long enough to see yourself become the villain. And all of a sudden, Hajime is now all of a sudden the antagonist. Am I supposed to believe this? There's no way 13 people were killed at Hope's Peak Academy by a gun. Impossible. What irony. For a genius known as the Ultimate Hope to cause such a gruesome incident, a talent like that is too regal for society. It's like trying to buy juice with a bar of gold. You should be lucky that you're so incompetent. Damn it, he always has to lead up to something offensive. He seriously pisses me off. But Ultimate Hope? Nagito mentioned that before too, but it looks like it means something completely different here. What Nagito said was the true meaning of hope. But for Izuru, hope simply means talent. More importantly, a genius who possesses various talents. I wish they'd given me one of those talents so I didn't have to be in the reserve department, and I wouldn't have had to cause an uprising. That's right, the reserve department. Here, it said the reserve corps students in the reserve department began uprising. Then what about me? Was I a participant too? No, that's not possible. There's no way I would follow someone's lead. Hey, Kazuichi. Let me follow your lead. There's no way. I have no reason to do something like that. I mean, there's no reason. You just got a reason. That they were treating you like shit. And you were just a money machine. And I've learned about the tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy, but the biggest, most awful event in human history is the far more worse incident, right? What kind of incident was it? And who's the other student that isn't Izuru? A certain student who secretly used the incident to their advantage? Who's that? That Mukuro? Mukuro Ikusaba, the incident is really messed up, but all it's doing is raising more questions. The mysteries just keep piling up. Yo, where's the Monokumas? Where are they? I don't see any. I don't see any. Alright, where to next? What area has opened up? Surely the biolab is now open, because that is quite frankly the only door that'll allow to be opened. Wow, this map is so much better than the left and right. It's open. It's open. The biolab. How many people are dead? How many bodies are in here? There's still better be 6 missing, or 7. Oh, none of them are on. Still frozen over. What the hell is with this room? It's so freaking cold in here, like a morgue. It's like I'm in a freezer or something. If I just stand still, I might end up freezing to death. I should hurry up and investigate so I can get out of here already. Oh, no one's dead. All the bodies are gone. What happened to the bodies? There's one. Got it.
I've been found.
Yeah, you've been found out. You bastard. Ew! There's another manga laying on the ground. The title is The Biggest, Most Awful Event in Tragic Human History. I knew it. I found the one... the next one would obviously be about this incident. The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history, huh? Just what was that incident really all about? It might turn out to be something lame. Yeah, probably just something lame. Ew, it's such an ugly picture. I flipped through the pages of the manga and hoped that I was right. Ew. The story about creepily drawn characters who get involved in horrifying incidents. An incident known as the biggest, most awful event in tragic human history. Is this drawn so grotesquely because the incident itself is that grotesque? Anyway, the beginning of this creepy manga starts with this sentence. The tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy was simply the trigger. It was happy. At first, the uprising by the Reserve Corps students that triggered the tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy was initially hoped to be resolved quickly, but the situation continued to escalate to a dangerous extremes. We sent the SWAT team to execute them all, and they were pretty successful. Everyone died. The movement started spreading all over the internet and fostered a thriving online community. The community was not limited to students, and people of various races and nations began joining in. To what? The movement was not confined to the internet, began spreading and eroding the real world. What are they eroding? What are they fighting against? Are they upset that these reserve corps students aren't getting a good education? Is this the fucking thing that they're upset about? When the movement started, it was indistinguishable from any other demonstration inspired by social unrest. But as it spread across the world, certain abnormalities soon came to light. By then, it was too late. The ends and the means had vanished. The wanton destruction became their only goal. The students butchered the weak. The weak killed the weakest among them. And then once there was no more weak, they became other weak because there are people who are always weaker. And then the whole world killed themselves because they left one person alive who was the strongest, and it was Monokuma. As soon as the weak formed factions to brutally murder the strong. Holy fuck. As the violence and deaths continued to spread, the shock of their actions began to disappear. As if the era was regressing to more uncivilized times, when senseless deaths were the norm. The media was oversaturated with deaths to the point where people would watch them while enjoying a meal. Well, that's currently the media. By the time the world realized what had become, it was too late to stop what had happened. A feeling of immense despair began spreading and eventually engulfed the world. Acts of terrorism and coup d'etat began occurring around the world. A war waged in the name of despair. A war fought not for principles, religion, or personal gain. Just war. Pure war. And because of that, there was no way to resolve it. Yeah, humans kinda suck. How could a movement started by high school students progress to such a hopeless scenario? TikTok. The only explanation is the existence of a certain organization devoted to a certain student who influenced Hope's Peak Academy. A group called Ultimate Despair. Instead of using Hope's Peak Academy's talents for the sake of mankind's hope, they used them for the sake of mankind's despair. Key members of society used their influence to brainwash the masses in order to spread despair. Tech-savvy computer programmers wrote software to spread despair. My Siri AI was very depressed. I would say, "What time is it?" Hey, say, "Hey, what time is it?" And she'd just be like, "I don't know. What's the point?" Turn me off. The powerful and influential created new values and morals to spread despair. And with this, they created the tragedy, the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. As long as ultimate despair exists, the despair engulfing the world will never end. The tragedy will never end. My heart was racing in my chest, but my body felt ice cold. And it wasn't because I was freezing in this room. I had actually gone numb and passed out, and I couldn't move. I was dying in here. The biggest, most awful event in tragic human history? This is definitely all made up. Definitely. Definitely. After everything I've been through, it definitely is made up. I mean, if this is really true, then what's happening in the outside world? My family, my friends, the convenience store I frequent, the nearby bookstore, my favorite restaurant, all the things I should be worrying about. What happened to them?
No way!
Hey, are you seriously yelling at a manga? How crazy are you? Who would enjoy reading something like this?
What?
Oh my, you don't like manga? High school student who doesn't like manga is like an office lady who doesn't like to eat candy. Enough. What's with this messed up manga? I thought you obviously know about such a horrible event that destroyed the world, but for you not to remember such despair, that's the Future Foundation's fault, though, thanks to them stealing your school memories. The incident that happened during that period has been completely removed from your brains. This incident really happened and I actually forgot about it? There's no way that's possible. Unless there was some sort of ultimate memory erasing device. How many times do I have to tell you? All the clues are here. Here are real. Please understand, I'm rooting for you. If you don't learn about the full extent of the outside world, you guys will suffer for it. I just want to help you guys so you can live well-adjusted lives in the outside world. I see. So that's how it is. That's what he meant. That's what he meant by what he said at the beginning. Well, at the headmasters, I'm conflicted, you know? On one hand, I'm really happy that you're finally gonna graduate, but on the other hand, I'm worried about whether or not I'll be okay on the outside world. That's why I'm thinking about telling you to leave Jabberwock Island or stay here. Is he really trying to make us feel despair towards the outside world so we'll want to stay on this island? But there's no way I want to do what he wants. Despair like that simply can't exist. The outside world should be filled with hope. Just like now. Just like now. Look at how full of hope we are. Our friends are dead. We hate Monokuma. We hate our lives. This is pure hope. Perhaps no. That's definitely it. The tragedy has been added. Whether or not this incident really happened. What in the world is this ultimate despair group? If they're devoted to a certain student who guided Hope's Peak Academy to its destruction, are they connected to both the tragedy and the tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy? Plus, that organization isn't just one person, but a group of people. But if they're known as Ultimate Despair, they're high school students, right? Well, if they were actually able to do it, then I guess that's why they were called Ultimates. Then the killings involved are connected to them as well. It's no use. I'm gonna freeze to death. I'm at my limit. I need to get out of here. Shivering, I ran out of the freezer room. Yo, I think we're fucking getting back into Mukuro Ikusaba territory. Am I gonna get Junko back? Phew, that was a close one. I nearly froze to death. So where should I go next? There's a room I haven't entered yet. There's a classroom. Wait, who's here now? I last ran into someone. Hold on, is there a student here? Where'd all my friends go? There's no one here. All my friends are gone. This door opened. 5B. Despair. A hidden Monokuma. Give me. I'm kidding. That's just real Monokuma. No, I should ignore it. I'm just gonna pretend I don't see him. Yeah, I'll just pretend I don't see him. He'll probably go away. He's like a bear. I mean, he is a bear. I guess it does add up. When I went inside this room, that bastard bear is suddenly here. He keeps glancing at me. I wonder why. It's gonna be shitty either way.
Right.
So we'll let you handle it. There's no way I'm gonna deal with that idiot. I don't want to do that either. Okay, I'll deal with him.
Hiya.
Hello, Hajime. I hope you're doing pleasantly well. Are you pleasingly well? You're pleasingly well, right? What are you doing here?
No.
Well, there was another thing I needed to tell you on this floor. I got bored of drawing manga, so can you forgive me for telling you by word of mouth? You should have done that from the beginning. I didn't want to read your manga in the first place. A high school student who doesn't like manga is like a sumo wrestler who doesn't like eating hot pots. I'm getting really fed up with your blabbering. Hurry up. What did you need to tell me? It's about the key piece of information you've been waiting so long for. My memory? It's about the ultimate despair. What about my fucking memory? Where's my memory? And where's this fucking guy Mikan was in love with? Huh? Ahem. Even though the term ultimate despair refers to a group these days, it was originally the title for a high school girl who was the most powerful evil and feared person alive. A high school girl?
Yes, indeed.
Lady Junko Enoshima. Damn, Junko really was ahead of her time. Junko. As the former ultimate despair, she created a despair brimming with charm and humor. And created the ultimate despair. Fuck her sister. Fuck Mukuro. She was useless. She wasn't the ultimate despair. She was a fake. There was only there was one really horrible person in that group.
Don't fuck with me.
Hold on a sec. I don't know what the ultimate despairs are, but it's not that easy to form an organization. There's no way people would join some fucked up organization created by a high school girl, unless she was really hot and they really simped over her.
Unbelievable.
Humans are obsessed with their philosophy and have an uncanny power to attract others. She opened an OnlyFans. There's a trait shared by many famous leaders throughout history, right? There's nothing strange about it.
Hey,
That holds true for Lady Junko. With her charismatic ability to attract people, she even influenced those in the highest echelons of power. Hey, Connections were the main reason that incident became the tragedy in the first place. So she even recruited people who would have been in a position to neutralize the threat? And what was their purpose? Yeah, the top 1%. She's in that upper class tax bracket. Huh? What? Like I said, why did they cause that incident? Doesn't even make sense. They had a purpose, right? There's no way they would have done that without any purpose. It was Junko Enoshima's despair. Huh? For Junko Enoshima, despair isn't about purpose, a set of principles, a way of life, or an instinct. Despair is what defines Junko Enoshima as Junko Enoshima. What are you saying? I'm a stuffed plushie. Hajime is a human. It's exactly like that. Junko Enoshima is full of so much despair that she's truly hopeless. Living, dying, eating, loving. For her, everything is despair. What the hell? The pasta that she puts in her mouth? Despair. With her overwhelming force of personality, Junko recruited the ultimate despairs one by one. She controlled their despair by taking advantage of their love, hate, grudges, anything really. Junko's despair is far more dreadful than any other. That idea had been slammed right into their minds. And so the ultimate despairs who had been recruited became nothing more than Junko's limbs. Her four dark devas of destruction, one would say. All despairs, whether it was their own or anyone else's, was dedicated to Junko Enoshima. Like believers making offerings to their gods. Like a mother providing food for her children. They dedicated all despair so they could escape from despair. All in Junko Enoshima's name. For example, they killed their families and friends and even destroyed their bodies through relentless mutilation. And to hopelessly top it off, they completely believed it was something that they had to do. There's no way something that crazy is possible. Do you know about the final days of the reserve course students during the... Do you know about the final days of the reserve corps students during the tragedy of Hope Peak Academy? Final days.
In other words,
Junko has the power to change people's values. This is also true of famous people throughout history. Do you mean the final days of what happened? What happened to the reserve course department?
of course.
They fulfilled their role as disposable limbs. They believed in what they needed to do. And so the 2,357 students all committed mass suicide? Holy fuck, I was thinking it was like 50 at most. 2,000? Mass suicide? Yo, we all drank the Kool-Aid.
What'd you say?
All 2,000 students? Oops, it wasn't all of them, of course. One person was excluded. One person was excluded? Huh, what reserve course department student lived? You gotta tell me. You gotta tell me about my past as a reserve course student. That me?
Damn it.
I don't believe it. There's no way I can believe it. Ultimate despair, Junko Enoshima. Huh, it doesn't scare me at all. I mean,
Bastard!
Junko Enoshima is already dead. Huh? Holy fuck! I even got to see what she looks like again. They didn't even get to show me a picture. It just gave me a blacked out picture of her. Reserve has been updated. Yeah, I lived. Hell yeah. What am I? The ultimate survivor. Hey, call me the ultimate survivor, boys. Put me on... Junko Enoshima is already dead. What does that mean? Why does Fuyuhiko know about that? Oh. Ooh, what if they dated? Hey, Fuyuhiko, is it true what you said? Junko Enoshima's really dead? What, you didn't see? There was a book called Killing School Life in that bloody classroom. A bloody classroom? No, wait, was it what you said about the killing school life? Oh, the school life. Like the killings we were involved in, they were killings that happened at Hope's Peak Academy. As I recall, the mastermind took her own life because the remaining students worked together to defeat her.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, that's what it was. The school life ended up failing in the end. As a result, the 6 students who survived managed to escape the academy.
Hey.
For a manga about the killing school life, it was drawn with a lot of silly images and dumb gags. According to that, the mastermind behind the failed killing school life was Junko Enoshima. The mastermind took her own life, which means Junko Enoshima is dead.
Like...
Turns out, awkward. It's like Junko's in the control room, like, yeah, dead. It turns out the killing school life was part of that whole biggest, most awful whatever incident. Junko took away the memories of the former students of Hope's Peak Academy and forced them to kill each other. Former students of Hope's Peak Academy, and she took away their memories? That's just like us. And there was a traitor, just like us. Apparently, the whole thing was being filmed by surveillance cameras and broadcasted worldwide. There's a limit to being a cruel asshole. The surveillance cameras were broadcasting the whole thing. The students of Hope's Peak Academy are widely known as symbols of hope. By forcing people to watch these symbols of hope kill each other for one's sake of survival, they were trying to fill everyone who watched the broadcast with despair all at once. That's messed up! But that messed up plan was stopped. Junko Enoshima failed. Junko lost to the students she placed in her trap, and after being overcome by the despair she created, she took her own life. Then, Junko is no more. Cease, non-existent. No matter how horrible she was, there's no reason to fear someone who's dead. Whether Monokuma's story is true or not, doesn't matter.
Bastard!
Junko Enoshima isn't alive anymore. Isn't that right, Monokuma? Junko? Then, who's our enemy? If Junko Enoshima is already dead, are the rest of the Ultimate Despairs behind this? Are the followers of Junko carrying out her will? That's the only thing I can think of. I mean, the killings we're involved in resemble the killing school life. Well, I don't know who the hell is imitating Junko and making us go through this, but an imitation is just that, an imitation. Like some sort of serial killer. Like Sparkling Justice!
No shit!
Dude, Sparkling Justice is behind all of this. If the students from Hope's Peak Academy stop the real deal, there's no way we'll lose to some fake. But if this is really an imitation, are those surveillance cameras the same too? The cameras over Jabberwock Island. They're broadcasting are they broadcasting somewhere? Just like the surveillance cameras during the Killing School Life? Yo, Monokuma's gone! Killing School Life has been added to the Truth Bullet section. This has been added. Wait, was my pet dying? A little bit. My pet is really succumbing to despair. Man, Hajime, you totally know about that story, huh? What? You have a problem with that? Well, I really wanted to read you the manga version, since it took time to draw it.
What are you gonna do?
Oh, well, I'll just raise the flag. What? Flag? What do you mean, raise the flag? What's going on? What happens if you do that? A voice on the intercom? Capture the flag.
Ooh,
One step at a time.
exciting.
You're getting closer to tearing my character route. Oh, clearing. You're not making sense again.
Well, now.
Now then, I'll give you guys my all. I'll tell you everything I know, including information on the outside and the inside. I'll raise them flags like crazy. Just gonna tell me? He's just gonna give me the history? Read me the Wikipedia page? What a surprise. Do you want to hear about the Ultimate Despairs again? No, I don't really need you to.
Hey.
Even though the term Ultimate Despair refers to a group these days, it's actually a term described as he just started on his own. Is this repeating itself? As the former Ultimate Despair, she created Despair, bearing with charm and humor, created the Ultimate Despairs. Oh, same thing, I think.
What?
Good or not, I've already heard this from you before. Oh, I thought he was just going to give me new information, because he said he'd raise the flags. Okay, I guess I'll leave.